Welcome everybody, my name's Don Mega. We're casting the CGO Open ladder. Alongside me tonight, I've got Byza and I've got Jpwn. What's up, fellas?
Nothing much. What about yourself?
See, I had both of you talking over each other at once. I'm fine.
No, you didn't. I didn't even bother, mate.
tek-9 versus N-Gage Gaming. tek-9, I don't think they have any affiliation to the actual website, and N-Gage Gaming. So this will be a good one. We did have 10 players in and everybody was readying up, but nonetheless, we're not readying up so far. So a big shout out to Frenchie, who is Crooked Lung. He's on the tek-9 team. We also have Jimmy Aish, or Class, as I think he's called, one of my fans. Then we've got Abs, we've got Diablo, or Rampage, I think he's called, and Crimpy as well. And on the N-Gage...
Don,
Go
a bit
on,
of
boys.
a shout out from Jimmy H. He says, I was actually a good at COD 4 and a good team, unlike you, Don Mega, mate.
See? That's a bit of banter. That's the sort of banter that my fans engage in. See?
Oh, this is what we're looking for.
Yeah, this is... So, all right. I've done tek-9 buys. You read out Engage for us. Come on.
TNK, or Tanker, I like to call him. No Scage. Scage. I don't know how to say that. I'll get...
Yeah,
Scarge.
that's hard.
Yeah, it'd be really hard. Blade, Bankai, and I don't know, Squirtle. I'm just going to call them Squirtle and Fishies. Screw the full names. Here at Gamestah TV, we like to screw everyone's name up and certainly rename gamers' names. Especially the other night, we had 6-1 Piera, and we kept getting it wrong, and he jumped into the...
You just said it wrong again.
I know.
618 Piera or something.
Yeah.
You're gonna roll your R's. I can't. Yeah, I can't.
It's Colombian. It was a bit silly, but we enjoy it, boys. We had the earlier game tonight, Superior Wonderfuls.
Superior. What the hell?
Wonderful versus Berserk, and they won 16-6. And tonight, and this one, we've got tek-9 taking N-Gage Gaming, and I'm gonna throw JP under the bus by giving him the knife round.
Thank you very much. We see all 4 CTs rushing down here. We've got 1 lurker for each team. Abs managing to take out Squirtle. Crooked Lung taking out Fishies with the return, and Puddles on the Abs. We're left with a 2-on-1 here, and the counter-terrorists take it away, and we'll get the choice of the map, of the side, I should say.
So, while we're waiting for them to choose sides, Engage are number 22 on this open ladder. tek-9 are 44. Now, tek-9, their last couple of games, 16-5, 16, I think, 11, and 1-0. So they've had 3 games so far in total. N-Gage, however, have had a total of like 40 to 50 games with their last 4. Are you ready for this, boys? Are you ready? 3-16, 3-16, 4-16, 4-16, Dynasty, Aurora, Redemption, and Sentinel all beat this team. So this team is on a bit of a losing streak. We hope for them to just break tonight.
Oh, be hopefully a good game from both teams. I'm a bit newbie in knowing which team does what and how good they play and how the CG works, but I'm sure we'll get there, and that's why we got JP, the special analyst. He's really good at what he does. First round action, the first one is Squirtle, does his dually set onto the Abs. He goes down. There is 4 players left for the boys. tek-9 terrorists have set out and just sort of hitting up the midsection, just trying to cause that rotation from tek-9, and they have rotated a full set to the A bomb site. Squirtle will pick up his second, and Diablo, as they now, well, they were heading up Banana, and of course rotation of tek-9. Once again, we're really quick on the pistol round. They wrap around the A bomb site. We'll pick up the Crooked Lun. He goes down. A bit funny with his tag. He's tagged up as immunity. Good on him. Why the hell not? You know, CG, bit of fun as the Blade Banker runs around, takes out the Crimpy. So the last one is Jimmy H, the fan of Don Mega, and he won't have a chance. So the first round going to N-Gage Gaming. Quite nicely done. Just a bit of dinkage up through the mid, up for Banana, causing a double rotation on pistol. Too much action on Inferno already, Don Mega. A really good round. Good start.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad round. It wasn't a bad start. We've got N-Gage Gaming on the 1. That's exactly where they want to be to break this little... I'm still trying to... No Scourge, no Scourge. How on earth would we say this? We do have a little bit of a delight or a treat for us, as we've got all of 4 CTs going B. We've got Squirtle that's going to be pushing that little banana there. So he's going to find himself in a world of hurt. Crooked Lung is the only CT on the other team. He's tagged up as I am Intel Crooked Lung, or Frenchie, as he is preferred to be known on the CG side, on the CG page. So that's exactly how we will refer to him today. Squirtle still hanging around that that banana area. We've got Skarsh pushing in. He's taken down Frenchie. He's going to pop a little bit of a smoke. No, he doesn't. Decides against it. The bomb will get planted over towards that A bomb site. So tek-9 have a lot of work to do in the. I mean, they have to move. Boys, they're not moving.
No, I don't think they're going to move. I mean, what they were doing is this is a really old strat. Pistol, stack one side, hold one on the other, and hold it until you take the frags. So obviously, they lost the first one here, Don MEGAAA, leaving the boys for N-Gage Gaming to buy up slightly. So tek-9, they're better staying together, better off having 400 HP versus 1 or 2. In saying this, Squirtle and the TNK were sitting at the top of banana, they will fold back. Guns will be safe for tek-9. I'm not sure if that would be really good for their money situation. JP, what do you reckon of that?
Yeah, well, the CTs went up for a pistol armor buy there and didn't get the rounds, so they will not be buying for maybe the next round, even the one after that. So they've got their SMGs on the terrorist team, which are given $600 per kill. So I don't think it's a bad decision saving there, so they should be right.
Moving into the third round here, we do have a typical 3-2 split, which is what you'd normally see. Blade taking down Frenchie as they move into Abs. Fishy trying to hold down this mid area. He's got a little bit of a work to do with Jimmy Aish. He's holding down that site there, that right hand side. He's got to be able to move in quickly and efficiently. Otherwise, it'll cause the rotate from Crimpy and all the boys over towards the B site, who just seem to be content with the sounds that they're hearing from banana. Not really sure if this is a fake or not. Of course, we at home know the difference. So 4v5, still plenty of players on the map for them to take out. Blade popping into that pit, almost doesn't take Abs, does though. Diablo will get the Squirtle man as they push around to the outside, just checking that archway. Jimmy Aish sitting in that library, he'll go down. They're going to try and take this archway from all the players that rotate. Diablo's the first one there. Tank's also in response to him in case he doesn't take the man, and Crimpy will drop down that mid area there. So the first 3 rounds, as we expected, boys, go towards this N-Gage Gaming team. Usually they win after the bye round. Yeah,
usually picking up the first 3 is a standard for any team after picking up the first. We do, however, see that the boys from N-Gage Gaming are actually being smart with the money and not buying. They think they can get another round. They are pushing hardcore styles up the banana to B, have been held off by a pre-nade, and a couple of smokes are now set. So looks like they're just going to go back, reassess what they want to do. They do have an AK Galil and some tek-9s. Looks like an MP7 if I'm correct. I'm not sure, but they're now going to go. The flashes will go out, so it was just a hold off to see no binks. First frag will come from Diablo. He'll pick up the second as well. Squirtle will get in return. Crimpy will spot 2 out. He's been noticed now. He'll get nailed harshly as Jimmy Aish will pick up the blade. So one player, which is Squirtle, left for the T side. He's in the bomb. He'll get a plant in the smoke, but the Aish man, he will take the frag out with no kit. But you have plenty of time, Don MEGAAA. So the first round, I've got to say, to tek-9, N-Gage Gaming. Interesting, not for buying, but it will lead them to buy up big next round.
Yeah, we're seeing these teams do something a little bit different. So obviously they wanted the plant, even though they knew that they couldn't push the site, which was really, really smart from them. So they can buy full AKs now with all the armor and the benefits to go with it, including all of the nades that you've ever seen in the world. You've got the P90 in the form of Crimpy. He's going to be sitting on that B bomb site, just trying to stop these boys from rushing that banana once again. The bomb seems to be heading towards Ava. We're not really sure. We've got a lot of fire down that banana. It's Diablo that'll go down. The Squirtle will push and take down the Crimpy on the other side. Very nice from him taking the initiative as Jimmy H decides to rotate. Smart play, only one on B, and he is it. Frenchie now with the IM tags. He's going to be pushing through and hopefully rotating for his team. He's going to run into No Scar, who's going to take him down in the library, pushing through that around the world situation, which is very, very, very nice from them. And they look like they're planting B. I didn't really pick that from the outset as Fishy had the bomb. I'm trying to switch to him. Here we go. Fishy had the bomb, and I couldn't for the life of me work out what they were doing, Jpwn. I just got a little bit lost with all the confusion.
Yeah, they got the 2 entry frags onto B there, which then forced the rotate from Jimmy H and ABZ, allowing them to take a free bomb site after they took out Crooked Lung. That allowed them to get the plan on A and put down a solid hold. And as you can see here, we got Jimmy H locking down one side and ABZ locking down the other. So I don't think any terrorists will go after chasing them.
Very unfortunate for these guys that they lose another round. So this is going to be one that they're gambling, and of course wanting to keep their guns and keep that economy on their side, buys.
So just looking at that last round, the X factor for N-Gage Gaming was Squirtle. He worked up Banana slowly with a couple of smokes flashes and actually got the boys a little bit curious. He took the picks and actually worked into the bomb site, causing a couple more flashes and smokes and setting up a semi-rotation. Meanwhile, the rest of the team sat in mid, pushed the jungle, smashed the hell out of the library room and secured the A bomb site. So really smart play. The X factor right in that round was Squirtle. We do see him working up with no Skidgy. I don't even know how to say it. Working. Well, I'll get it right sooner or later. My favourite 2 lines, as I say every game, they are working a bit of A. A Molotov will be set out, a smoke set in mid, and we're just looking for a couple of frags at the moment. The Crooked Lun is in an interesting position. Where is he?
He's sitting in dark room in this apps buys. He is very heavily tagged. He's got someone next to him. He can see Diablo's gone down to no scar. He's got someone running in front of him. He doesn't turn around. It's Blade. He has turned around. Unfortunate for him. And Abs has taken the responding kill. You've got all of the action happening over towards B. Jimmy H firing through the smoke. Doesn't hit a player. Gonna fire anyway. Gonna reload. And now think about his options. Abs is there next to him. We've got 2 players in Fishy. He's half health. We've got Squirtle holding down the construction, taking down Jimmy H. He's got to take down Abs as well. He won't be able to do it. Fishy's sitting on that banana. They don't know precisely, but they have a feeling they know where he is. And Abs is going to run into this bomb site. He doesn't know where he is. And Fishy can just sit there and run out the clock. Abs has to go a sneaky defuse or a ballsy defuse if he wants to get this. He won't. Fishy's going to poke on him. Very nice plant from them doing the banana plant. He won't get away though, and he'll drop the he'll drop the guns. Sorry. So Jpwn, every single player has died in that past round, changing the economy a little bit.
Yes, they will indeed. Managing to win the 1v1 there was Crooked Lung, and so we will see them 5-1 up here. Interesting for the T's, considering it is a CT-sided map. They're playing it very well, spreading across, getting the entry frags, forcing the rotates, and in turn getting the sites very easily against tek-9.
Standard hold from tek-9 as they set out in the round 7. Jimmy H and Abs got a smoke in the middle. Just going to have a little bit of a pink. To Tankman will get dinked down to 78 HP. The interesting factor is to look on the scoreboard and how much money the tek-9 boys have. They lose this round, they're going to be 2 ecos in the next three rounds if they don't win anything. And with the momentum they're getting at the moment, which is not very well when you look at the rounds and how many people have died, it's going to be struggle town for the next five rounds coming, Don Mega.
Yeah, so it really is a little bit of a gamble for these boys, but I think that they're all holding their sights, just waiting for these boys to go in. We're watching Puddles, Squirtle, and No Scars. They're just trying to do the things that they've done the past couple of rounds, which is put a little bit of pressure on the B and force the rotate, as we mentioned, but there's no rotate coming. It looks like we're going to have an actual B, because the boys over towards A, they're not getting any traction over there, so we're rushing B.
Fishy's pushing the side check in the first barrel, will get binked. Dinks massively by Diablo and dropped. Noski will get onto Jimmy H. Crimpy onto the Blade Man. They're pushing in. There's frags flying back and forth. The Squirter will pick the AK shot. Diablo will get onto Tank. The rotations are already in there for the Tek-9, which was so quick. N-Gage Gaming, well, that's very unorthodox by those boys. They usually push into a site, secure it, wrap it very well, and hold out a CT rotation. Maybe it's beneficial with a quick retake. JP, well, maybe that was a difference from Tek-9 coming in really quick with a quick retake.
Yeah, it was. And first, I'll just put out a shout out to PMJ Kerr, who's asked Don Mega if he could please put on X-ray so we can see where both teams are. And in response to your question, Tek-9 did do a very good hold there, and N-Gage Gaming would have actually run out of time. So there's only 2 seconds left on the clock there, so whether they got the frags or not, the CTs, the terrorists wouldn't have had enough time to plant there.
Indeed, we are into round 8 here, and the boys have just got a conventional split, 2-3 holding the mid. They're trying to be really aggressive onto the boiler. Tek-9 really defensive. Jimmy H is just going to chill at the moment. Just having a look at the CT's Tek-9, Abs is actually quite low, so he's gone back into side. He's going to do a ninja. So N-Gage Gaming with an up and advantage, and Don Mega, they might be setting up for an A push.
Yeah, you're watching Abs waste all of the grenades trying to get this Diggity player away from this bomb site. Unfortunately for him, they have gone a little bit of a rotate, going instead to around the world, trying to put pressure on this B site, which is a very smart piece of play from them, bypassing the 3 at A as we push into the bomb site now. Diablo and Crimpy, not a bad hold. They've taken down 2 players. No Scarge and Blade will get the respond kills for them, so you've got a 3v3. Abs very low health, as we said. He's pushing up Banana. You've got Crooked Lung, which is there with him, and also Jimmy H. 2 health is it's going to be a very hard, and they've decided to pull out of this. Jimmy H. obviously calling it his class on the CGO, team, if you were wondering who that is exactly. So they're just going to go for a bit of a save. Where are we? We've got Abs in.
I was hoping for a double flash onto Jimmy H just to kill him.
Unfortunately, we're not going to see the retake. That'll be that'll be the round going towards N-Gage Gaming. They definitely have the advantage on their side here, Jpwn. How do Tek-9 sort of move from this?
Yeah, Tek-9 definitely need to put up a better hold. I think they need to get a bit more Banana control. As Anders once said, the top of Banana is the effective mid of this map. So as you can see here, we've got Crimpy and Diablo. They need to push up there, get control of the car area, and that sort of locks down the map a bit more and stops the terrorists pushing into the site.
It's a very passive hold by Tek-9. They probably need to change it up. But you are very correct in how they're holding. It's really predictable. It's generally how most teams play. The boys for N-Gage Gaming are pushing quite aggressively and now holding that car section. So Squirtle and Fishy's looking out. Fishy's just got the AK chilling out the barrel, but there'll be no one peeking. They've got a crossfire, Diablo and Crimpy. The frag will come in at the B mid-section. Abs will get one onto Noji as Tank onto Abs on the return, and I will continue to stuff that name up just like Don Mega did the other night. Tank will get one onto the Crooked Lun. Shout out to Immunity. They're not going to like his like Crooked Lun taking the tag name just for shits and giggles. Tank will notice one coming out of the archway as bomb is planted at the A bomb site. Squirter will just hold up. He will get the frag onto Crimpy, and that will be another round down. N-Gage Gaming taking the advantage here very early, and as we head into the mid game, 7-2 in favour of N-Gage Gaming. Don Mega, they're dominating at the moment. They've only dropped 2 rounds, obviously, but they're picking up the doubles.
Yeah, so we've got a bit of a save going for this CT team, and it looks like they're going to have to deal with. Well, pushing Banana, all 5 of them going down. We've got Diablo already going down to Abs. We've got Jimmy H, Diablo, Crimpy, Jimmy H, all taking players down. We've got Tank, who is trying to fire down this banana here after he's already got one. He'll get the two, and that'll leave it all to Jimmy Aish. Every single player he has to take down a former Blade and Tank. He has to do it all, and it looks like he's retreating over towards A, even though he knows the bomb's going to be planted at B. It looks like, unless we're going to go around the world, and we're going to pick up an AK and just save it, I think, guys. Otherwise, I mean, we've seen them do this quite a bit, whereas if it's too hard to retake, we won't bother. I mean, someone surely has to whip their dick out and try to retake one of these bomb sites. Surely.
Yeah, I suppose like this, the money's all right. So when they respawn next one, the only person would be Crooked Lund that would be struggling a little bit. So this is a retakeable round. I would understand if the money situation was a little bit low, so they could just force a little bit. But what it does is it gives N-Gage Gaming the money factor, because none of them died out. They all would have retreated, saved their guns, and only by nades and flashes this round. So they're set for the next 4 rounds practically. And tek-9, they're just going to keep struggling. No momentum, no money, tight money. It's going to be very hard for them to pick up any more rounds. Don MEGAAA.
Yeah, so we've seen the teas. I think it was Fishy that had the 10k in his bank account. We've got Tank taking a heavy damage from the nade that's sitting. Now we've got a more aggressive hold. Crimpy's taken down Tank. He's going to push, getting taken down in response to Fish. Now we've got Diablo up there as well. He's going to try and hold this site. He knows that there's someone coming around the corner trying to headshot him. He'll have a little bit of a fire, touches the player. He'll be able to take down the Squirtle man, and that'll put Diablo by himself on this bomb site, easing the pressure off him a little bit. Blade is the player that everybody is looking to now. All his teammates are dead. All his teammates are dead. He'll round the corner, looks to the left, takes down Jimmy Aish. Nice headshot from him. Assumes that there's still a player over at A. He knows now that he's just been conned that there's a player still over at B. They've just been killed by him. So he knows that there's a player at A. He knows that there is a player at B. And he has the bomb. 12 health is all that he has. I dare say we won't see a save from him, because N-Gage don't exactly play like that. They're not as timid, excuse my language, as tek-9. So Jpwn, we've just seen a round for tek-9, and that is the first in 3 rounds.
Yeah, I think that was the result of the aggressive hold on Banana there. You can see the 2 of them pushed up to the car, got the trade frag on the 2 terrorists there, which left them in a advantageous position. I think they're going for it again here. As we can see, we've got a 3 stack on Banana. So I think the aggressive play is sort of countering N-Gage Gaming well, and I think that's definitely paying off, as they just got the last round.
Squirtle's going to have a bit of action to deal with if he can move around. They were really aggressive at the B bomb site on the Banana, but they're now backed off. Jimmy Aish heading back into the archway, holding the midsection. Squirtle now going to work up. So they did have an advantage on that, and they left it right open. Maybe N-Gage Gaming can get a couple frags. Abs will get one onto the No-Skage. Am I saying that right, Don MEGAAA?
I think it's No-Skage.
No Scarge, all right, I'll get it right now. As Abs will get one onto Tank. So 2 fraggers down, N-Gage Gaming in a disadvantage. Really good for tek-9. The boys at Gage Gaming, they're just going to still wait here. 45 seconds left on the clock, so a decision's going to have to be made. There's still a real stronghold for tek-9 at the A bomb site. Blade will pick the bomb, so the call has been made. Let's go Banana. The flashes will go. Squirtle setting himself up. So is Fishies. The nicotine is getting spread. The flash is out. Here we go. They're pushing into sight right now. Squirtle, the first man in. The rotation's already coming from tek-9. Puddles also in. Diablo, Fishies down. And Blade onto Diablo. Return. Squirtle will pick up the last onto Crimpy, as they will put that bomb down. No, not yet. 9 HP. He's been surrounded. Jimmy Aish is in smoke. He will just go out. Almost thought that was a nade that landed on Squirtle's head, but he will get taken by Jimmy Aish. That's another round by tek-9, and that's a surprise to me, because I wasn't expecting them to pick any more up. But with their buy and their general hold, they're actually doing quite well.
I think tek-9 are one of those teams that seem to change the way they play based on what the other team are doing. So it takes a couple of rounds, you would think, to learn how the other team are playing. We're watching Jimmy H. He's AWPing down the mid, has a little bit of a fire down at the Blade. Blade's going to stand there. Very stupid from him, and he's going to get taken down. He knew the AWPer was there, and he still stood there anyway. So he will play no further part in this round. As we're watching now the Squirtle. This is the first time he hasn't decided to push up Banana. He's going over towards that app's side, and No Scarge, along with the bomb carrier and another player, are following him over there. So you've got all the players now just wandering up, casual as you like, up the mid. We're watching Fishy at the moment, popping the smoke towards the right-hand side, trying to go left. You would think it's still a 3-2 hold AB. So very common hold as Jimmy H pops him from around the corner. He gets Fishy as well. Tank is the last one there. He'll get the spray down. Finally, from this player that's caused already 3 players to go down. Tank will go down to the abs, and the responding kill will go to the Squirtle now. Last for his team, 5 health. Wouldn't think he'd be able to do anything. Diablo, Crooked Lung, and Crimpy all there, and that will be the round. 5-8 go the scoreboard, as I can hear heavy breathing. Jpwn, do you want to say something, mate? You're breathing into this microphone like you're on a sex line.
I'm terribly sorry. I have a very sensitive mic, which I probably should fix at some point. But yeah, you're right. As you said, Tek-9 have changed up their play style and managed to get a more aggressive hold. As we can see here, 2 of them sort of pushing down Banana, seeing that no one's there, and so they're going to have control of Banana for the rest of the game, as you can see, even though they are rotating back strangely. But
a bit of difference coming from N-Gage Gaming. They're all sitting in the apartment's carpet section, and they want to work this. 2 in the border. Flashes go out, so this is a standard A strat. There is a real defensive hold from Tek-9, so this will be interesting to see how it works. Tank will get the Tek-9 onto the abs, and he'll pick up the second No Scarge will get that as the bomb will go down. So easy as getting into the site. It's interesting, Jimmy H did not hop out and help his friends. He just chilled back and waited for the rotation. So 3 guys, this is the retake we would like to see from Tek-9. They have to do this as it's round 14. They do want to work it and pick up a couple more rounds. They can't let anyone go. Jimmy H will get the pistol shot onto the Blade. Banky, that's very nice. As the Squirtle will go down to the Crimpy, so it's now an equal fragging situation, but probably not enough bomb time. They will go back. Diablo will save the AK. The boys from Tek-9 will drop this round. N-Gage will go up 9-5 as we head in one more round to the half. Very, very, very good half coming. Well, obviously we can talk about the half time, but N-Gage very, very strong at the moment. Got it, having 9 rounds here, Don Mega.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who on earth dropped from the last round, but Jimmy H was able to keep the AWP obviously for the last round. We've got a pause, so we do have we'll get a buy from both teams obviously, and Abs, I think if we can switch to him now, where is he? So he's already got oh no, he might be in a little bit of a bother, so someone will have to buy for him as we look for the scoreboard. Diablo,
is that a sub?
Pat.
They did try and sub in a sub, yes. Crooked Lung has DC'd, and so I think they're trying to bring in Pat. But
shout out to Frenchie and Crappy Net. So Pat, welcome to the game. I don't actually know who he really is on the CG ladder, but nevertheless, we'll look at the Diablo. He's got the 12 for his team. Abs with the 12 as well. Carrying for the N-Gage Gaming boys, Blade is on the 10, No Scarge and Puddles on the 12 and 11 respectively. Coming in for the anchor, Fishy, big shout out to him on the 3. He's got 2 MVP stars, not too bad from him. We've got a buy for both teams. Pat is not alive for this round. We've got Abs pushing with the shotgun right in the head of No Scarge. He's got to deal with somebody else in the, well, he doesn't actually because he's run away, but he has to or should have dealt with somebody else in that apartment. We've got 3 players. Oh, we don't have 3 players. We've only got 2 players left, I should say, for this terrorist team. They've all dropped buys. Tell us what happened.
I have no idea.
Excellent contribution from Byza there. We've got Fishies at the spawn stairs, and Tank is the only player that's pushed up past halfway. He's in the apartments trying to find the player that murdered his friend, looking over towards the corner now. He knows that somebody's there because Jimmy H has just bloody shot at him. He's not been able to hit him though, and the rotate has been called to go to B. There's only one player on it at the moment because somebody is in the form of Scrimpy. He's the one rotating away from B. Diablo left all by himself now. He's got to deal with the two players coming his way. Unfortunately for him, he is all on his lonesome. They've all rotated to A, so there's 3A and 1B. That's not very fair if you ask me. The flashes and nades go out. The rotate has been called. You can see the blue dots moving on your screen as you wish. Tank has rushed Diablo. Diablo didn't even get the chance to fire a shot before he has gone down. Very timid hold from him as we're watching the Crimpy man push up through Con. He's going to get dropped very soon. He's only on 17, saved by Jimmy H. Very nice work from him. Jimmy moving around the corner very slowly.
Geez.
Fishy has taken down Crimpy, and Jimmy H will pick up the AK, looking over towards that left corner. Abs will get it though, and he'll get the defuse, picking up a nice swaggle of point. Did I say swaggle? Sorry about that. Picking up a nice swag of points for him. Jpwn, explain to us how tek-9 get back into this game. I mean, they came from CT side. It's arguably the easier side. Tell us how they get back into the game.
Yeah, well, they managed to take the last 4 out of the 5 rounds there, so definitely turning around from the start, only picking up 2 rounds. So I think if they can get this pistol here and then win the next 2 gun rounds, we'll see how they buy up, and I think they can bring it back to 9-9 and potentially take it all the way with an aggressive sort of style there.
tek-9 with a lot of work to do on T side. We are in the second half of this Cybergamer Open match. And second game for us here at Gamestah TV tonight. Don MEGAAA, Byza and Jpwn with your coverage action. Round 16, pistols out. The tek-9 boys are just setting up real what do we call it? Not even aggressive at all. They're just chilling out. Abs sitting in the garbage chute. Diablo really passive back. And if you do look at N-Gage Gaming, Squirtle's holding back at sort of the archway to spawn. And N-Gage just holding back at the coil. So they're really defensive here in N-Gage Gaming. They will probably want to work together and hold quite well. Meanwhile, the tek-9 boys are all walking up, and it's a very close train. So we will see a quick push. There's no flashes on the half, so it's going to go straight in. A counter flash will come from the N-Gage Gaming. No frags, that's it, yeah, but a lot of dinkage. Diablo and Crimpy will team up, take out the N-Gage down. The bomb will get planted, so really good play by tek-9. It's what they need to start here, Don MEGAAA. Will the CT's N-Gage Gaming come back and retake?
We've got Tank and the rest of the boys coming up. They're quite close to each other as well. As we mentioned before, Blade is the last player now left on his team. There's not really any chance of him being able to do this. I should finish my sentences, but there isn't really a whole lot of danger when we're on a pistol round and we're less than a meter from each other, because let's be honest, it's very difficult to get a couple of headshots in that amount of time. So we're seeing a mixed buy now from these T sides. We've forced a couple of we've got a couple of Uzis. The P250s are over the other side, and we've got a Galil in the hands of Pat. So he's wanting and looking to make his mark here on this round, as he's just seen a player going towards Apps. That's gonna be translated to the former Tank. He's gonna get taken down to 2 health, absolutely minute amount of health, and Pat and Crimpy's are the ones pushing up towards that Abs area. Abs and Diablo also taking down an early frag. Tank now, after all of that is said and done, Tank with the 5-7, he is sitting on the side of Abs on 2 health, seeing 4 boys all with above half health. This is undoable for him, Jpwn. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think TNK will choose to save there. The CTs then did go for the pistol armor buy. We had 2 5.7s and 3 P250s come out. Unfortunately, the force buy couldn't get them the round, so I think TNK will choose to save and use the armor for the next round.
As we just wait for Tank to run out of the clock. We've still got about 30 seconds. I'm just going to direct your eyes to the bottom of the screen. At Gamestah is where you'll find us on Twitter for matches and info like this one. At Gamestah on Facebook is also something that we have. Me and Byza don't use it. We don't really like it. And
I don't see the point on Facebook when you got Twitter and anything else.
Word. This is Gamestah Media is where you find us. And this cast after this is done on Twitch, it'll be on YouTube, Byza.
It certainly will. Second pistol round to Tek-9. It's exactly what they needed, considering how they were working last half. N-Gage Gaming, what are they? They're CTs now. It's a bit tight on their behalf, but they're going to have to work out with the pistols. So Tek-9 with a couple AKs and the submachine guns ready to go for the boys. They are being really aggressive on the midsection. That was Tank. He's been dinked down to 74 HP. Squirtle and Noski just going to hold a real defensive. I wonder how that one's going to work. I haven't seen a line hold like that, so they're going to probably want to let the boys in. And maybe be relying on a really quick rotate, but I think Tek-9 are not actually going to go in really quickly now. They're spotting out the sights. They've spotted the first one. They haven't spotted the second one yet. A nade will go into that corner. Heavily goes Jimmy as he takes the two. Squirtle and Nochi. Well, I'll tell you, that line and how the holding did not work. There's a lesson for them never to do that again. The bomb will go down. Tek-9 with the advantage with a full 5 set of players left. Abs and Diablo are low HP, however, so there is a retake. A potential for the boys of N-Gage Gaming. They are sending Banana. Pat's being really aggressive. Welcome to the game, Pat, as he just chills behind the sandbags, puts up Molotov to put advantage to his team. He will run the players back and severely affect them, and the anal will come from Tek-9, so a cleanup crew into maneuver right there as the bomb will blow. Big round by Tek-9, and we are even Stevens here. Not what I expected. Don MEGAAA.
Yeah, not what I expected either, to be honest. I mean, when Tek-9 only had 3 rounds, you think, well, this is going to be very, very tricky for them. They've ended up and managed to bring it back, taking out quite a few of the past rounds. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the last rounds going towards the Tek-9 boys, watching Crimpy push towards the apps. It does look like it's a bit of a mixed bag here, just seeing if they can work any picks. You've got Jimmy Ash firing up through the smoke on Banana, trying to get any headshots, any of those BS headshots that he can, doing the same thing up towards mid, almost gets a teammate. Who was it? It was Pat moving up the mid, almost touches a teammate, doesn't end up doing it. He'll look towards the right to Diggity, doesn't see the player behind, and will end up getting Crimpy, I think it was. The Crimpy man will get killed from the nade. Pat pushing him through the mid now. He's got a player in reserve. We've got 3 players left for the CTs. Not a bad little situation, if you ask me. Firing off a nade towards towards the pit. Blade will move and get taken down. It's Diablo now that we're relying on to get the bomb down. No Scarge and Squirtle rotating from this B site. No Scarge moving out towards pit. He'll take down Diablo. Squirtle firing with the Famis, trying to take down the player coming from apps. Can't quite make it. He'll reload as well. Now they're reassessing their options. So 3 players all heavily dug in. Squirtle is the last one left. You'd think he'd just run away and save and be the smart little boy that he is. Abs will go hunting for him, and who else is hunting for him as well? I think Pat is just looking around for a better gun. Abs will get taken down by Squirtle, watching those corners, waiting for these boys to hunt him, stupidly as they were. Pat and Jimmy Ash, or who's Jimmy Ash? Class, as he likes to be called, will save and keep the AWP in his hand. And Tek-9, Jpwn, Tek-9 for the first time this game have just pulled out in front.
Yeah, they have indeed. The CTs were going to struggle to win that one, as they did go for the pistol armor buy in the second round of the half. They could only get 4 Famises and 1 M4 and had limited grenades. So Tek-9 doing well, making N-Gage make some silly decisions, and yes, they have hit the lead for the first time. We'll see an interesting T-half from them. It'll be good to see.
A passive hold from Tek-9 at the moment. They're sitting 2 and Banana, 1 mid, the 2-1-2 split, as we like to call them on Inferno. N-Gage Gaming, really interesting. Tank's already down in the A bomb site. Pat will pick up the squirter, so the AK dropped. Very nicely done by the Pat. Fishies will head back to site, so N-Gage Gaming are on the back foot. The funny thing is, no rotation has been called yet, so they think this might be a fake out, but the full is on Fishy as he hits the back of the site, and they push, and Pat will pick him up, so that will be a cleared out round as the boys from N-Gage Gaming will come for the rotate. tek-9 setting a stronghold up. They do have 5 players, so the Blade Banky, as he goes down with an AWP shot from Jimmy H, and the second coming from the Abs. An absolute flawless victory as Don Mega just called that one, and tek-9, absolutely crazy momentum. We're seeing not 5 of this half, but also the last 6 rounds in a row after what started as a terrible early game. Mid-game is absolutely dominating, and if N-Gage Gaming are not careful, end-game as well.
Yeah, we're watching the orb come out from Fishy. He'll look down towards mid. Doesn't realise how many players are there. We'll get the Abs man, the return AWPer in the form of Jimmy H, not able to get the shot. There is smoke there now, so that'll severely hinder his ability to shoot down the mid. As you can see, as you can hear, probably a couple of bullets flying past his head, and there's a little bit. Who is holding? So it's no Scarge, and there's Squirtle man. He's the one doing the aggressive push down Banana. He's got the smoke in front of him. He doesn't quite realise how close players are to him as he's pushing down, sitting in that cutout area, and you can hear Scarge from his left-hand side just having a little bit of fire. We're going to pop a few flashbangs over the top. He has flashed a player. No Scarge trying to fire through the smoke. Wrong sort of angle from him. Jimmy H, you can see getting tagged towards that other side as he's running around trying to hold down mid, as these boys have quite an effective hold on these bomb sites, pushing up very, very aggressively. That'll be Squirtle pushing up. He's got the bomb drop. Very nice from him. Pat will try to respond from him. He's got to move around the corner and get the bomb drop. He's put a flashbang out. He knows how desperate this is to get the bomb right when it's been dropped. No Scarge with the 1, no Scarge with the 2. Will he get the 3? He will. No! Blade has taken that from him. As we talk about flawless victories, was that one for N-Gage as the response?
Yeah, you're right. It definitely was.
That is amazing. So we have a 10-11 scoreboard on our hands. Jpwn, give us your thoughts of the last round.
Yeah, well, the counter-terrorists managed to get the bomb dropped in the fire there. They had a great banana hold. I don't think, in my opinion, the terrorists should have gone up there. Once they get banana control, it's very hard to take it back. They still had smokes left. And as I speak, Noscarge managed to get the kill onto Pat. But yeah, I don't think the terrorists played towards B bomb site. I think they should have taken it back, settled down, and pushed towards the A bomb site.
Early start from N-Gage Gaming as they hold a real aggressive approach to the banana. The player and Pat getting knocked down for tek-9. So the boys from tek-9 need to reassess and see what they want to do. Abs will head back and pick up that bomb, just bring it into a central point. Jimmy H wanting to have a look at the mid. Blade Banky just a bit handy on that. He'll jump back into sight. They're thinking they're going for a push. So tek-9 just slowly working their time. They do want to get a frag before they go anywhere. No, Skoji's probably the one they want to push, but he is all out at CT spawn. Abs will pick up tank, so they are working the A bomb site. The bombs drop back at the hay in second mid, so they are pushing in, but there's no bomb. Jimmy Ash is going to have to go back and get it. Diablo AK shot onto the blade, and the Noski just coming around. He might wrap around and pick up a player. Crimp will get fish. He's sitting in sight. Pat will go Noski down, so easy players just fragged out way too easy for N-Gage Gaming. Last person left is Squirtle. He's sitting at the banana with his AWP, and I honestly think that he will probably be doing nothing but saving and taking exit frags here at Don MEGAAA.
Yeah, he saw Jimmy H as he was pushing as he was pushing mid. Jimmy H is fired to the left. He hasn't got the player that was moving in front of him, and he's kind of done the old, I'm going to shake my head. I know people are watching me. So this is a bit for your benefit as well. As you can see the T's through the X-ray, they're actually hunting him. Very nice from Crimpy. Has managed to find him just at the last little second there, and we will push this to 10-12 on this scoreboard. Just checking the scores very quickly. We've got 18-18 for Jimmy H, aka Class, and Diablo. 21 go to the Abs. He won't top frag for that team, and the Pat man, you've got to realise that he's only played about he's only played about 7 rounds. As we're watching the Squirtle now, he's got us famous, and he's holding this this banana as there's a very aggressive push towards him. The player's been called, and the only one anywhere near him, I believe, is it Tank? It's Tank over the other side. He'll fire through the smoke. Does get Abs through the smoke. Only on 6 health. Very nice little bit of play. Squirtles has gone down in all the melee, pushing onto the bomb site. Can fire through the fountain. Gets a little bit of a touch. Doesn't realise that there's a player pushing him. Fishy's now in the position that he was. No Scarja also there. Gonna fire. See if he can pick up a player. And Blade will be the last player for that team. Pat and Jimmy H both have a very nice hold on this. Pat will be the player who sees him first, takes him down to about 46 health, does com that to Jimmy H. Jimmy H now pulls out the pistol and will have to deal with Blade pushing in. Doesn't check the corners! Unfortunate for Blade, didn't have enough time, wasn't sure. Enormous mistake, Byza, enormous. Why wouldn't you check the corners when you're only half health? You know that they've commed you.
Not even that. Like, he could have worked into construction or just ninja as well and waited for the bomb defuse. So that's probably what he was thinking. He was thinking, oh, he's just going to hide away from me. He's not going to be on that corner. Maybe there was a comm there as well. No one was there. Don't check it. So really interesting by those boys. Terrace will pick up around. That is tek-9, and it's very unexpected after the CT side they had. Both teams have actually had a really strong tee-half, which is really interesting to see that they're struggling with the CT sides. N-Gage Gaming have only picked one up for this whole entire half. As we do say that, they pick up the first frag, Crimpy will go down. So they want to get the advantage, and they want to get the roll on here, Don MEGAAA.
Yeah, we're watching a very aggressive A-hole. We've got Tank in the, he was with Fishy and Squirtle. Squirtle both gone down. Blade has taken the player down. He's managed to pick up the AWP and all the melee, and he's gone down in response to the Abs. Still 3 players left on that T team that Tank has to deal with. He's just picked up the P250. It's not going to be enough to get him some rounds here. We've got an AWP and a couple of AKs. No, the AWP's been dropped. 3 AKs. He's heard it. He's been able to get a couple of shots on Abs. Now Abs on 6 health. He's got to deal with the players pushing him from Boiler. Does get tagged very heavy. He's only on 12 health. Will he jump down? They'll be able to hear it. If he does, he doesn't decide to. Maybe that was his downfall. He would have been able to get away from that player if he had hidden under the balcony. Wasn't so. We have so many rounds going towards the T side now in the form of tek-9. Jpwn, how to engage, get back on this, get back on the good foot when they're on the CT side?
I think they're holding the sites really well. I think their problem is that they're just getting a bit too aggressive on the retakes, going in one by one, and the Terrace just managing to pick them off and holding the site really well. So I think they need to get a bit more aggressive on the site holds, and then when they're going for the retakes, going as a team, and they should be able to take it out. As the last round, they had a 4v2 situation and managed to visit to the Terrace.
Really aggressive play from N-Gage Gaming. Banana hold and the midsection. Tank's in second mid. Abs will pick one onto Fishy. There's one left, and then Diablo for tek-9. He picks up Tank, leaving two CT players left. So what a really weird round. It was this forced of Terrace setting up the usual splits, and N-Gage Gaming said, no, we're not going to let you come to the site. We're going to come to you. They forced a bomb drop, which Skirtle's got the advantage of. So poor Diablo, 9 HP, has to work around and try and do something. Squirtle's so close to a frag. I'm just watching him. As soon as Diablo pops out of his smoke, he's going to have a headshot, and he'll get smoked up. Run across. Oh, it's just smoke on fire in the smoke. Diablo's a bit lost on where he's going. Squirtle, just see him pop out. Lovely flick over. He'll pick him up. That's around N-Gage Gaming needed. And after saying, after JP saying, you know, they're going to hold the site and not be so aggressive, they completely just did the opposite of that and absolutely went crazy. Caught tek-9 on the back foot as they were just going for a casual setup just for picks, and did really well there to secure that round. Don
Yeah,
Mega.
well, I think it worked a little bit. Like once a bomb was dropped in Banana, they had to go and get it back so you can focus most of your fire superiority on that fact. So that's a nice little bit of play in the last round. We've got Fishy already pushed up very hard. He's going to get taken down. There was a player behind him as well. Jpwn has pushed up with his team, doing the left and right. He's going to be the first one to enter the bomb site, firing a Blade Kai over the Bank Kai over the top, and will take the frag. Diablo with the 15 HP. He'll get the plant. It's now up to Squirtle and No Scarge. They're the B players, and they have to rotate and take this bomb site. Jpwn was spotted by No Scarge coming out of that library. He'll get taken down. Now Squirtle has to do it all by himself. He can't risk a save now because then they'll get the 15 rounds, and he knows that a few of them he knows that a few of them are tagged, but look at this, 20, 15, 19, and then you've got two players on more than half health. He could easily take a couple of players and punish them.
I don't think the comms are there, Don Mega. I don't think the comms are there at all saying,
Even
look,
if
we'll
they are
take these
there,
guys down.
They've already moved. You don't really know which ones, and it's too much of a risk, especially when you go in and you've got, he's the only one with a gun now. It's going to be so difficult for them to make up, to just get this round.
Yeah, going to be really tough for him. Tek-9 moved to match point, which is, I've got to say, the most unexpected thing that I would think from how they played the first half. But it'll be really interesting to see if N-Gage can do anything as the first frag comes for Blade Banky. He will go and be very lovely with a 66 HP down Crimpy and Abs for the Tek-9 team. We'll pick up a couple of frags. Fishy, random shotgun onto Abs, returned. Lovely work, leaving 3 players, so both teams left with 1 minute and 10 seconds ticking. What are the terrorists going to do? Are they going to set up and move? They've got Noski sitting in the B bomb site, Squirtle rotating around, and Fish is sitting in second mid. The flashes will go in. This will be a really quick entry. No stuffing around from Tek-9. Orc with Diablo. Will he spot out a player? He goes for a random shot. Nothing happening, and Snowchi gets 2, takes out the pan, and Crimpy puts the advantage for N-Gage Gaming. Last one left is Diablo with the AWP. The wrong gun in the wrong situation at the wrong time. Didn't need that. So N-Gage Gaming, I said the name quite a bit this round. Get away from at least one match point against them. They've got another 3 to get to take this to a draw and go to a bit of overtime work. The question is, can they hold Tek-9 from the way they're working the strats right now, Don?
Yeah, so Tek-9 have... Oh, we've just had Squirtle be team bloody stabbed by... God, I don't really know who was behind him, but God, that'd be frustrating going into a round like this, getting touched by your own teammate, as I think it was No Scarge, as I just rotate through the players. I think it was Tank, actually, that ended up doing that. So that's a bit of a, just showing the frustrations of these two players. The two teams a little bit. Still 5 left. We've got the author in the form of Diablo. Jpwn has been doing it for the entire round, but he will not be doing it anymore. No Scarge won't play any further part in this round. Fishy holding coils. They know that they're pushing a little bit of a banana situation, but they're not really sure. You've got one player still over there. Most of them are pushing A. You're going to have a lot of work to do if you're either of those two players on A. You've got Blade Kai, you've got Tank going down as well. It's all up to Fishy. He has to save it for his team and end up taking down 3 players, all of whom are almost full health. One of them's got an AWP. And this is going to be an enormous ask. This is going to put a lot of pressure on the man. He surely shouldn't feel too discouraged if he doesn't make this. And he doesn't. Pat has just got him from boiler. That is the round. Tek-9 win the game. You've got the Diablo on the 22. 27 go the Abs. Crimpy on the 18. For the other team, No Scarge 19. Blade is on the 15. You've got to call them out really fast, boys, because otherwise they're going to leave.
As Don Mega heads, just explodes from the server change. Yeah, beauty. Really good work from Tek-9. After starting a tumultuous CT half, they really came back to dominate a T half. And both sides, N-Gage Gaming, also did that as well. So what I could really see from the entire game is T-Strat's really good. CT holds and crossfires very average. What do you reckon, JP?
Yeah, well, it is a CT-sided map. We saw N-Gage Gaming go up 9-6 in the first half on the T side, which then flipped around to tek-9, which ended up winning 16-10, was it? 16-12 or something like that.
Yeah,
So
16-12.
yeah, 16-12. So yeah, both teams do need to work on their CT holds. I think they're just getting a bit too aggressive. I think they need to play passive. The terrorists do have to come to their sites. So yeah, I think T side for a CT sided map for both teams to go up on a T side is a bit worrying. And yeah, I think they need to work on their CT sided holds definitely.
Well, you can have a mixed strats of being really aggressive, but then also being not so aggressive, and just working in different sites. And what we did see is a lot of repetitive in the banana holds, and especially in the in both bomb sites, both teams keeping the same holds. It got really predictable and really got easy in the end. And you could see tek-9, how easy was them working into the A bomb site.
Yeah, exactly. Key to being a CT player is to mix it up a bit. Don't become predictable, as you said. And yeah, tek-9 were just able to get easy entry frags, forcing the rotates, and they were getting the site very easily. I think they only managed to pick up, N-Gage Gaming only managed to pick up 3 rounds on the CT side, one of them being their force buy for the win. So yeah, that is where I am at.
Yeah. We're going to leave it there for tonight. Thank you for joining in. Obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, you can press a big red button on your screen now and you'll be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is Gamestah Media. We're also Gamestah on Facebook and Gamestah on Twitter. All of our Twitters are there on the screen at the moment, except for Jpwn, which is Jpwn97. You can find him on Twitter as well. That is it from us at Gamestah for this evening. My name's Don MEGAAA. With me tonight was Jpwn and the man Byza. As always, thank